Oh, oh, okay, we started. Let me put my microphone on because I wanted to talk about this clip. We was talking about the Destiny, um, saying that Martell and Melody were grooming her. I want to make myself clear. I never said that Destiny what she thinks that was grooming was actually happening to her. She already came back out and said that she walked it back. I mean, she walked it back. I didn't hear exactly what she said. She said she used the wrong word, and that's what I said. I think she didn't. I don't think that she had the right word. Um, I don't think she knew what to describe what she was saying. But then I went back and was listening to this clip of that deleted scene from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, I haven't watched Love and Marriage Huntsville in continuity. I have not watched it in 2 seasons. So I don't really know what is really going on. I just know from the clips and based on the history and the pattern of the show, I can't imagine that they're talking about anything new. So I figure I can actually lend to the conversation because it's still the same shit happening and I haven't watched it in 2 seasons. So, um as I was listening to this clip, when see, is it connecting? Why does my Okay, it's not connected. My Bluetooth keeps connecting. Anyways, so what was I saying? Okay. So as I'm watching this clip, Destiny accuses Martell and Melody of grooming. Then she says she felt nervous around Melody. And then she gives an example of when she wasn't there of Melody apparently taking Martell's dick out and sucking it in front of everybody. Okay? I mean, we all adults here. What the fuck? Okay? And Kimmy chimes in, like, how do you know that? And then that's why Melody said, "Were you there?" Because she wasn't there. So then Tisha chimes in and says, "Well, I told her when I got mad at Martell. I told her that." But every time Tisha says something, it's funny because if you go back and watch the show, and I'm sure that you have, and you've been watching it, whenever there's an opportunity to take a dig at Melody while kind of propping up Martell, Tisha will take it. Like she will take his side every single time. I've never seen Tisha take Mel's side ever. I've never seen it. Y'all let me know if she's ever taken her side, but I feel like every time there's an opportunity to take a dig at Melody, she's going to take it. And then always prop up Martell. So now you mad at Martell for something he said to you. So you felt like you were going to tell Destiny what happened in that limousine because you were mad at Martell. But it's really a dig at Melody because as soon as she said it, Tisha put her hands over her face like, "Oh shit." Like she done told some shit I said. So Kimmy said, "How do you know about that?" And Tisha chimed in and said, "Because I told her." Then Tisha said, "Because tell her about the text." Destiny said, "Tell her about the text message." What about the text message, Tisha? That Melody sent. She feels like it was inappropriate for Melody to send Marsupial a text and say, when he said, "I hope you guys, I want y'all to win." And she said, "You want me to win or you want him to win?" And Tisha felt that it was inappropriate. But then when they start getting into the nitty gritty of the stuff at the end of the conversation, "Oh, Mel has never done anything inappropriate. I mean, never. But you just said that you was mad because you felt some kind of way about a text message. I need your dumb ass to figure it out." Destiny too. That's why Mel left. She should have left a long time ago. But listen to this. Listen to this. I want y'all to hear what I'm talking about.
you I've ever came on to you. I've never done that. I'm so nervous about what? But you said you were nervous. Like you weren't going around trying to have threesomes with your husband. Girl, you are lying. Girl, you are open to it. I've never. All right, well, let's run. You know what? Did you not get on your knees and slap on a hook and a crook in the back of the limo on your 10-year anniversary in front of all these people? Did it happen?
Were you there?
Did it happen? What does that have to do with positioning? And you want to act like these women, everybody just they don't respect you. What does that have to do with positioning a threesome, Destiny? You were grooming. I did. There's no reason for you to be slobbing on a crook if they're married men and women.
I have a question. Whether married men or y'all act like marriage it puts some kind of veil over people. Girl, married people be swinging and everything like that, and swapping and swinging and swapping. Okay, so that don't have nothing to do with nothing. But I don't know. Y'all let me know and get down in the comments, because I don't know what it's called when a person pulls their partner's dick out and puts their lips around it and starts sucking it in front of everybody. What do y'all call that? Trying to see if we with it? They trying you? Like, what is that? That's why I said she used the wrong word, but there's some action. Somebody else said grooming leads to abuse, right? That's the difference also. That's why I said she used the wrong word. But actions, like, I'm trying to groom you, right? I'm trying to, whether they an adult or a child is wrong, an adult is wrong, especially if you're trying to coerce them into something. I feel like breaking out into a sex act in front of other people that aren't consenting is a little weird. So I don't know if you was doing that to see if anybody else was going to be down with it. Like, what are y'all doing? Now listen.
Well, let me tell you, be very careful about saying things that are inaccurate. Because you're saying, let me say, you're saying that I was walking around grooming somebody. Did you get on your knees? I have to answer for you. You weren't there. You weren't there, but I'm going to. But it happened. I'm not going to get on my knees and slob on somebody's in front of people unless I want them to join in. That is what that is. That's grooming. Tisha, did you ever feel like I was grooming you and Marcel to have a threesome with me and Martez? Talk about the inappropriate text that you sent to Marcel. What inappropriate text? Yeah, talk about it. What inappropriate text did I send to Marcel? Tisha. Okay, so I feel like at the time when Destiny speaks on the Limousine situation, the whole situation, the Limousine was Marcel's idea. It was Martel's suggestion. He suggested that. And Mel was like, okay. And
that's an admission. Somebody says she didn't admit it. She didn't deny or confirm it. Girl, as soon as she asked her, were you there? Because she knew what she was talking about. Mel knew what she was talking about because she was the one doing it. And that's why Kimmy wanted to know, where did you hear that from? Girl.
Got upset. He was like, y'all not going to do it. We was like, hell no, we ain't doing that. But it was Martez. So Can I ask about the inappropriate text?
And how did you hear about that? Because it was 6 people in the limo.
Oh, I told her when I was pissed off with Martez. When he made statement at that.
I told her when I was pissed off at Martez. But it was a dig at Melody. I don't care. I feel like it was really a dig at Melody, because if you were sitting there in this like judgmental stance, like, I'm not doing that, you weren't really getting back. You might have been mad at Martez, but I feel like that was an indirect hit at Melody. That's how I feel about it. Just based on Tisha's past behaviors when it comes to being in the middle of Martez and Melody. She's always on Martez's side to take a dig at Melody. That's what I've seen. I don't know if she's changed her behavior. I doubt she has.
Game. That's when I was like, no, don't play me like that, dude. Like, stop it. But the inappropriate text message that I found out about later, Marcel text Mel, and I think he was like, I'm rooting for you guys, or I want y'all to win, or something like that. And Mel was like, you mean me and Martez are just me? And I just felt like that right there was not a good response to a married man.
Okay. Now listen. Let me fast forward.
We used to get advice from Marcel. Marcel would go to her meeting, give her tips. Yeah. Like, so I never thought of anything.
Obviously, it's no secret.
It's weird.
If we did stuff like that, I wouldn't tell her to get her ass up and go home.
Watch
I
here.
don't do.
Listen to Latisha now say that there's never been anything inappropriate. So I was confused.
And the thing is, I trust my husband with my friends. Like they go through things. He give them advice. It is what it is. They're like my sisters. So I never thought anything about Marcel and Mel talking on the phone when her and Martez was going through the situation, or even before that, because Mel and Marcel used to get business advice from one another.
When I started public speaking,
we used to get advice from Marcel. Marcel would go to her meeting, give her tips. Like, so I never thought of anything.
Obviously.
Okay, but
when I was like, no, don't play me like that, dude. Like, stop it. But the inappropriate text message that I found out about later, Marcel text Mel, and I think he was like, I'm rooting for you guys, or I want y'all to win, or something like that. And Mel was like, you mean me and Martez are just me? And I just felt like that right there was not a good response to a married man. I never thought anything about Marcel and Mel talking on the phone when her and Martez was going
like
through the situation.
this literally seconds later, girl, make your mind up. That's how I feel about it. I'm like, girl, what? So you just want to what was the point? Was it inappropriate, or was that you never felt anything inappropriate? Why all of a sudden it's inappropriate? That's why I think you didn't tell Martell, you didn't tell that limousine situation to Destiny because of something Martell did. You were trying to take a hit at her because you felt this test message was inappropriate. But then all of a sudden it's not inappropriate. You never had any. Listen. Her meeting, give her tips. Like, so I never thought of anything.
Obviously, it's no secret, right, that you Original Six have a sort of legacy, a history of friendships. And
they jumped off of that limo comment. But yeah, Destiny used the wrong word. I told y'all she used the wrong word. And somebody said that she's college educated and some sasa. So that don't mean nothing. Somebody, sometimes people just have limited vocabularies. Not all of it. I mean, if you're not learning new words or reading frequently, your lexicon will be limited. So she don't know how else to describe, but I don't know how. If it's not, y'all let me know what it's called. What would you call it? What would be the term that we would use to describe when a couple is in front of you and the partner takes out the other partner's penis and starts performing fellatio? What is that called? Girl, what are you doing? What are y'all doing? What is that called? Especially if I didn't consent to it, girl. What the fuck? What are y'all doing? Why y'all just, uh, girl? I don't know what that's called, but I remember not so long ago there was a woman down on the internet talking about how a woman she was dating would just bust out porn on the phone and start watching it. What is that? Isn't that the same kind of thing happening? Ain't that the same kind of thing? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that clip. Mel was not happy with that piece of information. I find it weird that every time Carlos King is running a show, the word groom is used. First, Phaedra claims Carlo told her to say Candy and Todd was grooming Portia for rape. Now Destiny is saying Melody is a groomer. Interesting. I see why Mel left the show, and I'm the only one that feels they brought Destiny back to take down Mel, and Carlos King orchestrated it. I agree, because how often did we see Sunny? Sunny, that girl, that lady is weird. That whole situation is weird to me. I feel like, because I feel like if you and I are familiar and I break up with my partner and you start dating that person, but then try to dismiss the relationship and not know, if you are familiar with the person and you start dating their previous partner and you knew that I think that's a little weird. I don't think that Sunny necessarily owes um Destiny anything. Sounds like you dodged a bullet, but I do think it's weird. And then like go off and marry the guy, and then like act like you like that, like he's the prize, and it's so weird. It is so weird to see that woman Sunny up there posturing like, I got a man, girl, that's my man. Y'all relationship was not what our relationship is. And you and I were familiar with each other. I think it's so odd, and that's when I just go back to, I just go back to, when it's a man involved, there is no kind of code of ethics for women. Some women will practice a code of ethics, right? I've seen it happen where a woman will say, "Hey, no, you were with my friend. That's weird." But some women are so desperate, they literally will take another woman's leftovers, and then even like dismiss, like with the knowledge of the turmoil that she was in with that person. You're like, "Oh, he's free now, let me go get with Moses or whatever." It's like, girl, what? Like literally that woman's leftovers, and then you're like eating her leftovers, talking about you jealous. You girl, I don't know. It's weird. But that's like that's the behavior. And there's some women who will be like, "Girl, get out of my face. Weren't you with Destiny? And I heard all the shit you was putting Destiny through. Why the hell would I want to deal with you? What makes you think I would want some of you? Like, what would give you that idea?" I guess Mo was like, "Your desperation, girl. You desperate, ain't you?" And then you got married so fast, and then it was like a secret. That was weird. That was weird. And then like, but what the weird part about all of that is the posturing that she does with Destiny. I think it's so, I just be looking at Sunny like, you really think, girl, what? Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Let me tell you something. I was in the kitchen smoking cigarettes tonight. I was in the kitchen smoking, right? And that's why I said I don't like to smoke before making a video. I'll smoke during the video, because if I smoke before the video, then I kind of like I get in relaxation mode. And I was sitting in the kitchen and I was on Twitter, and I had made my coffee, was frothing the creamer, whatever, and I was sitting there, and it had been like 5 minutes. It was taking me a long time. It was taking me a long time to move into action. So see, I'm Chief Rocker, number one Chief Rocker. My eyes are sitting low like what you call it, Beyonce and Jay-Z, sitting low. How does Beyonce do it? She said, sitting low. I'm riding high, sitting low. Hey. Oh, that's perfect. 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 Oh, wait. Not quite, girl. Not quite. Not quite. So yeah, that's what I think about that. Look, some of the comments, Martell ain't shit for sitting there and keeping quiet because he probably told Destiny that shit. He's foul. No, Latisha told him. Latisha told Destiny. She admitted it because she was mad at Martell. Girl, that don't sound like something like a woman. the way that the way that Destiny energy was towards Mel, like, why would you do that in front of married couples? And then Tisha talking about, "Ooh, I wouldn't do that." No, I'm not doing that. It was very judgy towards Mel, right? You didn't tell Destiny that to get back at Martell. You told Destiny that to get back at Melody. Because in real life, a woman sucking dick is a little in front of people, but it's like, I mean, it's a sexual act, but through some perspectives, it can be seen as degrading, right? Through some lenses, like you out here literally we're on your knees worshiping a dick, right? Got your mouth all around it and everything like that. Ah, yes, come on for the beef suckers. Girl, girl, yeah. So I felt like it was a little it was that was towards Melody. I don't feel like that was for Martell. I just don't believe Tisha, just based on her previous behavior. Now all of a sudden, girl, you telling Destiny that to get back at. Girl, one time we was in a limousine, girl, she's so trifling. When she was in a limousine and she offered to suck Martell's dick and he whipped his dick out and she got to go into town, girl. They was in there judging. They was in there judging. And who did she say? Did she say did she say Melody wanted to do threesomes? But he wouldn't stop cheating? What? Women offering their husbands threesomes so they'll stop cheating. If that's not too far fetched. Women offering their husbands threesomes so they will stop cheating. Basically, bring me along.
Hey, boo.
We can't. It's not that serious. Get rid of the nigga. I imagine that there are some women who would offer their husbands threesomes so they will stop cheating on them. So that's not too far fetched. Like making that statement that the girl made, I don't think it's too far fetched. Because Melody was in the space of that's my husband, I'm gonna fight for my marriage, I'm gonna have another baby. You know what I'm saying? She was in that mode. Y'all say it's no. Look, that's another reason because I really don't like to. Like I really don't like the one of the reasons why I stopped talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, and maybe I should start talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville and just put it behind a paywall because a lot of the fans, girl, I don't know what would be going on. Like you could feel the energy. It's very odd. It's very territorial. It's very it gives me do you remember that movie? It was really about the beehive. Well, about stan culture. Swarm. That's what the people who are like the fans of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I don't give a fuck who they're a fan of, but the energy of their fandom is very cultish a little bit, and their allegiance to the matriarch of the show is very like Queen Bee, which she loves it, right? She loves the adoration, she loves the women that she's influencing, she loves that, and she knows how to use it. Like the people said, didn't Heavenly say she stopped doing Love and Marriage Huntsville reviews with Carlos because motherfuckers was coming up to her job? Like, I need to call Dr. G.
But keep my husband out of it.
But keep my husband out of it. girl. Girl. Yeah, the fandom is a lot. What's the point of bringing that up? Because she was trying to say that Mel and Martell were grooming her. But the other part of that is when you think about it, you got all this negative energy towards Mel for she was trying to groom me, but at the same time, you're not mad at him. Why you mad at her but not mad at him? You got this energy. You was trying to groom me, but he's sitting right here like I'm gonna just go with whatever Destiny says, girl. That's what I be trying to tell the people. I cannot because girl, anybody on that show can get it. There's no allegiance to anybody. I like that entire all of them. Kimmy, Mighty Mouse, Marsupio, Martez, Martinez, all of them. All of them. Mel, all of them. Tisha, Carlos, girl, all of them. Not like, but girl. And the fandom is similar. I think the fandom feels like they know these people really like because these stories and these dynamics are happening all over. Like all over. Like the dynamic between Martez and Melody, that dynamic with the wife sitting next to the man, and he's like, Tisha and Marsupial's situation, that situation with Kimmy and Mighty Mouse. A lot of that you can see that in just regular, Anytown USA, and I think people feel connected to that. A lot of women feel connected to Melody's story because so many women have been in relationships with men and had good marriage, like started off well, started off good, and then the man starts cheating, and then she's fighting another woman, getting pregnant at the same time. You know how many people that has happened to, that exact situation, right? The man cheating, and then like Destiny injecting, oh, you wanted to have threesomes, but he wouldn't stop cheating. I don't know with who. And it's so weird that if Martell has cheated with so many women, why is Slow Slaw the only one coming to the front? She get on my nerves. They said she showed up to a filming. I would have left too. Good Melody. I would have left too. No, I'm not about to be on there. This is too much. And you don't have any alliances on the show. You don't. And then um with Nell and Fletcher, you found out Fletcher's trying to hook Martell up. You don't have any allegiance on the show. I would just step back from the show, keep your EP credit, and let them do whatever the fuck. And that's what she's done, and I'm happy for her in that respect, because literally we saw what women go through when they get a divorce, and all his friends, you try to stay in community, and all of his friends really chose him, and you trying to stay in kind of stay in community, and he's still around, but he's also very, you know, you going through courts and stuff like that. That's not an environment for anybody to be around. It's not healthy at all, because in real life that kind of stuff happens. People get divorced, people choose sides, and then the woman has now you got the dynamic of filming a show, so you have to be in proximity with this man who caused you so much pain, and then you have to practice restraint. I would be cussing Martell out every time I saw him. I'd say something slick every time I saw him. If I was male, she better than me. She is better than me. And that, trying to smile, she said she just be smiling to get herself through it. But girl, I'd be cussing them people out. You don't have to get boisterous and beat on your chest and cuss them people out. I would cuss them people out, girl. You be like, and one thing about male, and I know that it's phony, is trying to be the bigger person. That shit is phony. It's done. It's over with. Just say what you gonna say. But you be up there trying to smile through it and stuff. I'd be like, man, Destiny, shut your ass up. You need to shut up. That's what I would say to Destiny. Girl, you need to be quiet. And then I would mention some shit she don't want mentioned. Because, bitch, I know you. Just as well as you think you know me, bitch, I know you too. But Mel be trying to play the bigger person. Ain't no bigger person, bitch. You understand what I'm saying? In her text message. Girl. So that's all I have for that. That's the only thing that I saw on Twitter this morning was that, and it's causing a lot of conversation because apparently the scene was deleted from the reunion, and it on Philo, is it Philo or Philo? I don't know, but it's on there unedited, uncut. They kept a deleted scene in this version that's showing, and so somebody posted it to Twitter. So I talked about it a little bit yesterday, but when I'm looking at it again, I'm like, Tisha, girl, I'm focused on you now, because I feel like you did not. I truly feel like Tisha did not tell, because she was mad at Martell. Girl, when are you mad at Martell? After he busted you out? Oh, now y'all mad at him. Every other time you weren't mad at him. Y'all, none of y'all were mad enough at him for what he did, how he treated that. Like, y'all sat there and watched that man and continue to watch him the way he treats Melody. I think it's very weird that nobody says anything, like really have a conversation openly, or even like them fighting, and then all of a sudden they cool again. And then it's like you Martell in the beginning, the very beginning, has been saying, they've been saying the whole time that what's his name is cheating on Tisha. They make him sign NDAs and all this other stuff. Girl, that shit is crazy to me. But it's a lot of shit going on like that. And I feel like people find them relatable. And that's the reason why the fandom is like that. Because a lot of women identify, they see Melody like right there because they've been through it. They feel for that because they've also been through it. And there's a lot of women, and it's no shade, there's a lot of women who don't have the pussy to get their ass up and leave. They still fighting for a nigga who they know is cheating on them. Still fighting another woman about a nigga they know is cheating on them. So she's a hero in the eyes of some women who don't have the pussy to leave. A lot of women are married to men like Martell. A lot of black women. Yeah. These men, girl, a lot. And Marsupial and Mighty Mouse. All those men up there, they represent a different archetype of like ain't shit man that you can be married to. Tisha's basically a single married single mother. I don't know what Kimmy got going on over there. I don't know. That's weird. Um, yeah, it's all weird. But a lot of stories are happening like this in any town USA. So I feel like that's where the fandom comes from, because people literally will be like defending Melody, like really arguing with you and then like insulting you in order to defend her. Like I'm just giving my commentary just like you giving your commentary. You understand what I'm saying? Like you have an opinion about it, I have an opinion about it. It don't match. It's not gonna always match. But y'all be getting beside yourself in the comments. I'll be like, "Ooh, girl. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot." When somebody jumps in the comments to, it's weird. It's just weird. It's weird. Like you have an opinion, I have an opinion. The people have their opinions. I can see why a lot of people put their Love and Marriage Huntsville things behind a paywall. Because if you're gonna cuss me out, you're gonna have to pay to cuss me out, girl. You're not gonna be able to just do it free in the comments because you love Melody. Anyways, I gotta go. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. We're gonna come back with another video. All right. Peace.